Holy crap! Demidon back. Of Demidon games, by the way. For those who have not yet realized, as of today, excuse me, what date is it? What is the date there, sir? I believe it is November 5th, 2013. Anyway, as of November 5th, 2013, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. That game's DLC is now free. Oh, what a day! That gives me so much more motivation to go ahead and buy the freaking game right now. Yeah. You know, it's one thing to go ahead and, just release DLC for, a nice size price, let's say like maybe $3.99, if it's really worth it. Now, we don't really know if it's worth it. Most likely, one person won't buy. Somebody won't buy it. I was one of those people. I mean, sure, I wanted to get Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I really did. But when it came to the DLC, and I did wanted to play as the what do you call that thing? Blade Wolf. There we go. I wanted to play as Blade Wolf, but I was thinking, now, would me putting down about $5, I think that's how much it was, would it really have been worth it? Same for Jetstream. Would it be worth it to put down $7.99? Would it have been worth it? But now, the DLC is free. So I'm going to get myself that game as soon as possible, and I really hope that the DLC doesn't die away anytime soon. At least not the, the free, special thing that's going on. Oh, that doesn't die away anytime soon because I really need to get it. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just download it as soon as it, as soon as it becomes free, and then when I get the game, I'll just, patch that onto there and be like, alright, I got the frickin' game. Complete game edition. Anyway, now that we're done talking about that, I want to talk about this Doujin game. Actually, a few of these Doujin games, maybe just two of these. Two of these specific Doujin games are really action-oriented, and one of them is called Fairy Bloom Frisia. I believe that's what it's called. And the other one is called Mitsurugi Kakai something. I'm not really good with these names. Okay, hold on for a second. Let's look here real quick. Make sure I actually got the name correctly. I don't want to mess up. And Mitsurugi Kamui Hikai. Yeah. Those two games, I really wasn't really expecting much. I mean, from the look, it looks like, okay, there's a Japanese girl, and she's in what looks like a school uniform, and then there's some dudes around her, and it doesn't really look like much. But then I see the gameplay, and this is why I'll talk about that in another video, but I've seen the gameplay and I'm like, oh my freaking god, this is freaking epic. This is like the best crap I've ever seen. It makes Bayonetta and Devil May Cry and God of War, it just makes those games look like, not ilk, but like, yeah, you should, like, pick up on some of that stuff right over there. I mean, it's really awesome. Now, Mitsurugi Kamui Hikai. That game, when I was watching the gameplay, all I could think about was one character. And guess who that character is? Time's up. I'm thinking about Virgil from Devil May Cry 5. Not 5. Holy shit. I'm thinking of Virgil from Devil May Cry 3. Yeah, I'm thinking of Virgil. And oh my goodness, it just looks so freaking awesome. I'm saying I accidentally said Devil May Cry 5 because I was thinking about, like, what if Capcom had used the gameplay elements, like got in touch with, you know, the developers who made Mitsurugi Kamui Hikai and, you know, do Devil May Cry 5. I was thinking that, but, you know, that's not gonna ever happen. But not only was I thinking about Devil May Cry, I was also thinking about a Sega game from way back in the PS2 era. Well, yeah, let's say PS2. And that game is called Shinobi. I loved the mess out of that game. That game was really awesome. I must have played and beaten that game maybe like 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I can't remember. And then, you know, I unlocked everything. It was the best thing ever. It was hard, but it was fun. And Shinobi, the game mechanics, like the gameplay, really never really changed ever, but the difficulty of the game, the challenges, it was there. It was ridiculous. Now, that game you can buy on Windows PCs, I believe. I believe it's compatible for the Windows XP, Windows 7, I think Windows Vista, maybe Vista, probably not Windows 8. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, you can buy the English version of the game. What website was that? I can't really remember. But, yeah, there's an English version of the game, and there's a Japanese version of the game. Of course, the Japanese version being the original one. Yeah, there's the English version of the game. But, moving on to the next game I was talking about, which is called Fairy Bloom Frisia. I think I said that correctly. I'm not exactly sure. But, oh my god. Again. I saw the thumbnail. I saw, you know, the screenshot. And I was like, is this one of those, you know, Knight's Journey into Dreams type games? I mean, it's called Fairy Bloom. I know, I was, you know, just being prejudiced, you know, because, you know, the words and, you know, the naming. And then I see the design. It looks really pretty. But then when I saw the gameplay... oh my god, the gameplay. God, it reminded me of Super Smash Brothers. From looking at it, because it's a side-scroller, like, kind of action thing, kind of like Muramasa the Demon Blade, which also reminded me of Super Smash Brothers. And then that's really big. Well, for Muramasa the Demon Blade, it really reminded me of Super Smash Brothers because of the controls and how, you know, the control button, the button layout, and how the controls were, and it was very similar to Super Smash Bros. Anyway, I saw Fairy Bloom Frisia and I saw the gameplay and I was like, oh my freaking god, that looks so freaking amazing! Why can we not get these games? Oh my god! I mean, when I was... oh god, the way it opened up, it just reminded me so much of like one of those, oh man, I'm just traveling through the forest all whimsical and free like, but then like freaking 7 or 10 seconds in, it's like hardcore action RPG, and I'm like, oh my god, this is freaking amazing. Again, why can't we get this game? Why can't we get these games? Why? It's these... see, I've said it in my Muramasa the Demon Blade playthrough, and I'll say it again. Japanese game developers are like the king when it comes to action in gameplay. Oh my god, they're just like the best. In my honest opinion, that is... look. If I don't ever see these games... ever be ported to the consoles, or you know come to the western side, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be really pissed because what I just saw from Fairy Bloom Freesia and Mitsuri Kamui Hikai, those 2 games, oh my god, if I do not ever see them ported to consoles or or go, Western with it, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset. Cause the gameplay that I saw was just so grand. I looked at Devil May Cry 4 and I was like, yeah, I don't know about you no more. I looked at Devil May Cry 3 and I was like, you know what? You're cool, but what I just saw, that was freaking awesome. That was freaking ridiculous. And, see, Hellwolf 7. You keep surprising me with these freaking trailers, and it always brings a smile to my face. After like a hard day's work, I just come home and I'm like, alright, what's on YouTube? I need something to put me to sleep. And then when I find these, I'm like, holy crap, I'm awake. These are like the best things I have ever seen. Your findings have never made me so much happier. Oh my god. Alright. I'm like having a nerdgasm here. But yeah. I'm done. Oh god. Whew. Yeah. Best darn things I've ever seen. But anyway, I am finished. My name is Demidon of Demidon Games, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Until then,
trade your gamer integrity for the future of gaming.
Peace out.